some reason, people tend to think you can't SEO Edge. Well, actually, you can in a certain way, and that's what we're going to do today. So I started a website for myself. I've got 2 pictures, some blank spot. I haven't saved it. I just added 2 images. The width is 1080, the height is 1600. Nothing to it. All right, first thing, I need to give this a title. Google really likes titles. So up here in the properties on the stage where it says untitled, I'm going to add a title. And good SEO, you should add a title that works for you. In my case, it's going to be, let's see, it's going to be SEO and Adobe, Adobe, A-D-O-B-E, can't spell, Adobe Edge Animate. And I capitalize that in, so we'll make that smaller. There, we got a title. If I save this, which I'm going to also have to think about some other things when it comes to setting up my SEO. And one is what my root folder is going to be. In this case, it would be SEO Edge Animate. And again, I can't let go of I can't seem to let go of the shift key fast enough. Anyway, created my folder. This will help when I put it on a host and I need to have my URLs. This tells me where we're going. So I do not want to save this in a folder. I'm going to call this index, first page of every website, and save. All right. So I'm going to quickly jump over to a web browser. I haven't centered it. I haven't responded. I haven't done anything. But I'm going to take a quick look at the web inspector. And I come up here. And if I look in the head, there's a title, SEO and Adobe Edge. You can see it. Now, since I only got one window open, you can't see it. So let me just open another one. You can see in the tab, SEO and Edge, Adobe Edge Animate. So you got a title. There you go. One of your SEO tags knocked out. Okay, so let's jump over here again. Next title, or next thing that's important, would be an H1. So let's add an H1 tag. Now we tend to forget. I'm going to grab some text, and I'm going to block out a space here. And I'm going to name it the same thing I named the title, SEO and Adobe Edge Animate. And it's black, and I need to style this up, so let's do that. Let's make it white. Let's fix the N. God, I'm awful at this, right? So N-A-N-I-N. Okay. Let's make it big. Might as well make it big. Now here's the thing. When I'm going to change this, I really am going to change this to an SEO H1 tag, but I'm not going to do anything particularly special. What I'm going to do, and what we forget about, is if you come under here where it says text div, I can just change that to an H1. Boom, H1. Done. And I'll just put SEO here so I know what it is. Now the thing is, because I did it that way rather than type out the HTML, I need to style this box. So I'm going to style it. I'm going to add a new font because I like adding fonts. I'm into it, and I have a particular font that I like. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, keep going, H, I, there it is. That's the one I want. Add that font, love that font. I could even make this bigger if I want. I got 39, 70's a little big. And I don't know about you guys, as much as I like this, the new being able to type right on it, I find it a little annoying when I'm trying to make it do the things I want. Just one of those things. I'm going to center it to text. All right. So I'm going to drag that in about there. And that is an H1 tag. Again, if I go back and look at my browser and I pop into the web inspector, not only do I have my title tag, but if I look down in the body, there it is, H1 right there, H1 tag, so you can see it. All right, now there is another tag. I'm going to add other tags in. I thought that it would probably be a good idea to go ahead and add one of the other tags in the head, which would be the description tag. How do I do that? Well, I do that coding. I open the code window, code, come to stage, plus, composition ready, and $. Where do I want to put it? In the head, open quotes, double quotes, HEAD, close, dot, append. That'll put it at the end. Open parentheses, close parentheses, semicolon. Now in between here we're going to add a meta tag. So I'm going to open some double quotes and close them, and I'm going to put right between there, I'm going to go open angle bracket, and I'm going to type meta. Meta? Yeah, meta. Sometimes I forget. So meta. And then I'm going to have a space, and I'm going to put name equals, and in single quotes, DESCRIP, description, close it. Now you'll notice I use single quotes because I use double quotes here. If I use double quotes again, I got to add stuff. It's too much like work. Content equals, open single quote, close single quote. Now I cheated and I have my content already written, so I'm going to jump over there. And where is it? Little, there we go. I will just use that. I'm going to repeat it because I'm lazy, and I'm going to paste that in there. And we'll look at it again, take a quick look in our developer module, and open the head, and there we are, right there, that line right there. And it says exactly what we needed to say. So now we've got a title tag in, an H1 tag, and a description meta tag. Save it. So what else can we do? Well, we can always use other H tags to help us out as far as, I'll draw one out here. I'm going to do a secondary H2 tag. Like I said, I kind of cheated and I already have some of my stuff up. This is my second line, so I'm going to copy that and I'll paste that in. And you can't see it, of course, because it's still black, so I'll change it to white. And select all, change it to white. I'm going to make it a bit smaller, maybe 30, and you can do some of the hiding things. Let's put them back up here where it belongs, and then I'll just move it into place. So this is there, and I just come over here and I'm going to change this to an H2. So anytime you go back and test this and you want to look, just go under find your developer module, whichever one you're using, and you can look under the body, and we have the H1 and the H2 right there. So it's in. So we've got other, remember, hierarchies, and that if you want this to look a particular way, you need to style it. Now, this picture, we're used to just putting, import a picture, let it go. And this one, instead of being a div, let's change it to an image. Now, once you change it to an image, you can add the alt tag, crazy blue lighted building, Southbridge, Scottsdale, AZ. Now, whoops, I do that all the time, man. I gotta stop doing it. So I'm gonna copy this. Now I know that this, I pretty much know that this doesn't help any, but the title, it doesn't hurt to throw it in the title as well. Save it. Okay. So we've got images. We've added an alt tag. Let's add a little text down here. And I'm gonna, can't do anything without the sound. Go grab my text, which is this, and copy it. And I'm gonna paste it in there. Way too big, centered, blah, blah, blah. Let's change this to 18. Man, this is hard. Select it all. Change to 18. Left justify. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger because I want it bigger. There we go. And there we have some text. Now we're going to add a link to that. And we're going to do it programmably. Now, something I do is I always write my stuff out ahead of time. I know what my link's going to be. But I'm going to use, I've got this text. I already got it in my memory. So I'm going to change this to this word particularly here, the herb box. I'm going to change it. And how I'm going to do it again is programmably. I'm going to open the code. And I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to say, now, what is it that I want to do? In my case, it's called text3. So SYM dot $, open parentheses, open double quotes, close double quotes, close parentheses, dot HTML. And I'm going to just paste the text I just did in here. And then I'm going to close and semicolon. Now, we got a little work to go. First, where do we want this? I have text 3 selected, so I want text 3. That's just my thing, not yours. I have the text that's going to go in here, and you'll see we've got some problems. So we're going to be using a anchor tag or hyperlink, and we're going to need double quotes. So I'm going to put a single quote here and a single quote at the end. Did I put double? I put double there. I meant to put a single quote, single quote. Now we have to fix this one right here. All we have to do is go to the /, boom, gone. So that won't bother anything. So I'm going to add a link to Scottsdale Waterfront right here. Now, like I said before, I already have this kind of written down. So I'm going to copy it. And I'm just going to replace Scottsdale Waterfront there. And all I didn't even change the words. All I did was add the tag angle bracket A, href equals, and then in double quotes, the link to the waterfront, and then I closed my text here. Look, see, we have a link, Scottsdale Waterfront. Okay. Notice I haven't done any other things yet, so we've got that. Now, there's a couple other things I'd like to do with this before we go away. So one, I'm going to put my credit right here on my picture. So I'm going to grab a text tool, and I'm going to just push that out. And then I'm going to type in photo by N Dodge. Okay, now I'll tell you, you could easily just use the snippets, but is that going to help you with your SEO? No. So I'm going to do this again. I've got this. This is text 4. I'm going to go into my code, and I am going to do another one of these. This is only if you want to do this. You don't have to, but I want to show you, make sure that you understand what I'm doing. So it's SYM dot $, open parentheses, double quotes, close double quotes, see dot HTML, open parentheses, close parentheses, semicolon. So I need to fill this in. What am I trying to affect? Well, this is text 4. And we know what the text is in there. We'll put it in some double quotes. We'll put it in single quotes because we're going to put a link in there, single quotes. And we'll put in photo by N Dodge. And the only other thing we need to do is put a link. Again, I have my link to my Facebook photo. Replace this text. This was just to help me remember where I'm supposed to put it. Paste. And look what happened. Once they get off the same line, this doesn't wrap, so make sure they're in the same line. So let's go test it. And the first thing you're going to notice, this is red, but that's okay. If we do click it, there you go. There's the same picture. We can make some adjustments for this. We can add at the very end of this target equals underscore blank. That'll take care of business for that. Let's center it and make it responsive. So I'm going to center it. I'm going to make it responsive. There you go. We have the photo by me. There we go. And we have the waterfront, which I did not put in a targeted page. Another picture. So now you're SEO'd. Hope that helps. Adios.